Not-for-profit organization Belize Camping Experience organizes programs for children primarily from Belize City. The organization requires annual funding from its Harvest for Kids entity and has sought and gotten the assistance of some farmers to donate the proceeds of their crops. This year, 20 acres were donated by farmers from Blue Creek. Despite the drought affecting the northern districts, Harvest for Kids will get the proceeds pledged. Maricela Maya took a trip out to the Old Northern Highway this past weekend to visit the thriving farm and learn what made the difference in comparison with drought-affected farms in other areas.
20 acres of corn. That is what some farmers from the northern districts are setting aside for Harvest for Kids, a project from Belize Camping Experience which fundraises money for children's programs, mostly from Belize City's south side. In past years, Harvest for Kids has received proceeds from rice and corn donated under its partnership with farmers across the country. With the more intense drought affecting primarily the northern districts this year, Harvest for Kids is fortunate to even be getting what was pledged. And it is all due to an irrigation system which is crop saving but rather costly. An irrigation system applies controlled amounts of water to crops at intervals. In the case of Blue Creek farmers Jacob Dick and Abram Dick, their irrigation system pumps water from a well 250 feet deep. They set up shop 3 years ago off the Old Northern Road in the Orange Walk district because in Blue Creek the water is too deep, making it more inaccessible. This year, they are reaping the benefits of their investment. Here is farmer Jacob Dick.
We're pumping about 1,400 gallons a minute with it. So with one round, we're getting about an inch and a quarter of water on the field, but it takes us 60 hours to make one round. And that way we cover about 200 acres.
But the field is 320 acres in total, and the difference in irrigation versus reliance on rainfall is very evident. Where the irrigation system does not reach, the corn stalks are stunted.
The area that is not covered will give us hardly any corn. We might get a little bit, but not even to cover the cost. I planted late, and that because of that is now we've been able to get some rain. That is why we'll get a bit of corn from the area that is not irrigated.
These farmers prepared for the drought based on worsening climate in recent years.
Yes, we planned ahead. We worked the 3 crops without irrigation, but we saw that we couldn't get anywhere. Some years we could make money, but too many years we did not make money, so we say we couldn't survive without irrigation.
So what does an irrigation system cost?
This whole setup cost a little over $100,000 with the well and the irrigation system, but it's not a new system. It's a used system. I got it from the Mexican side, but it was only what we call a skeleton because all the electric motors and all the cables had been robbed off. That's why they parked it. So they sold the equipment to me, and we got all the parts. We put it together.
Harvest begins in about 3 weeks, and sharing in the gratitude is Alexander Perez, Director of Harvest for Kids.
I just want to give thanks to all the farmers that are involved in the Harvest for Kids project, that in spite of the situation of the drought and how tough things is, that there is still corn. 20 acres of corn for the kids of Belize. It's definitely an encouragement for us to continue the good works that we're doing in our city, reaching kids.
For the farmers, it's all about giving back, and the way they do it is by multiple farmers contributing in-kind support to get one type of crop for Harvest for Kids going. Here is Abraham Dick.
There's so much need in the whole country, and this is the only way how we know how to give back. And whatever the proceeds are, 100% of that proceeds goes to BCE, which is for the children in Belize City. I would like to see that BCE expands to the whole country, but you have to start somewhere, and hopefully in the future we will go that route. So one guy donates the tractor for the tillage, another guy will donate something, somebody will donate fertilizer, next guy will donate the seed, and another guy will say, I will donate all the crop dusting, another company says, I will donate the agrochemicals or the fertilizers, and so maybe 40, 50 different farmers are involved in the one that we have in Blue Creek right now. I understand there's another one in Spanish Lagout, which I understand due to the drought will not see a harvest this year, unfortunately. So that will directly impact BCE and what they're able to do, because there will be less funding coming. Fortunately, the one in Blue Creek, they donated one with irrigation. So it varies. Some years you'll have 5 to 10 farmers. The next year you'll have 50, 60 farmers. So it all depends. They give what they can.
Apart from rice and corn, farmers are now donating sugar acreage to harvest for kids. Here is Cañero Valentin Torres.
This farmer from San Jose, he decided, well, I'm going to donate 5 acres. So what we only had to do, we had to do the planning stage, how to get it cut and taken to the factory. But the project we are working on it now, so we have acquired about 30 acres of land so that we will plant sugarcane, not for this year, so that we can deliver it to the factory for the next year. A lot of churches in the Orange Rock area helped us with their contribution of cutting and loading, and especially the cutting of the harvesting of it.
Ermin Gonzalez of the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association is rallying farmers to assist as well.
We believe in this vision of a better Belize through the kids, supporting Belize camping experience. But we need support from everybody, from the different communities, the different farmers, with whatsoever they can provide. It will be welcomed. And basically that is what I am doing along with the other farmers, trying to organize this harvest for the following crop.
For Krem News, I am Marisol Amaya.